Hello everyone, TMMgamer, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you another one of my FIFA 13 live commentaries. Now today's commentary, as you can see here, is using Portugal, and I am playing a seasons match, so let's get straight into it and search an opponent. Now, finally, it's great to be able to say I'm back in Birmingham now. I'm currently recording this in my bedroom at home, so the great thing is I will be able to upload so much more consistently because, I mentioned this in my previous video, but because it was Call of Duty, I'll run over it for you FIFA guys, because a lot of you FIFA guys I know don't watch my Call of Duty stuff, but I had exams at university, and then pretty much straight after those exams, I went to a mate's house. So over the past, say, month and a half, I haven't had my PS3 set up. I've been playing on my mate's PS3 every now and again, but that's about it. So now I'm actually back. I am going to start applying for jobs, so that's one thing that's going to be taking up my time. But the great thing is I actually have the opportunity now to much more regularly upload gameplays. And this is the first one here, and as you can see, I'm playing France with a mighty Portugal, and this is actually the second time I've played with Portugal, I think, on this FIFA. I played one game last night against a mate and went okay, got EA'd out of it by a couple of dodgy bobbles, but I thought I'd give this a try and see how it goes. But it's so much of a relief to actually finally be able to upload some FIFA stuff, because when I was at my mate's house, I played a little bit of Call of Duty because I took my card round because he hadn't had the new one, he hadn't got it, so he wanted to play that, and he actually quite enjoyed it. So we played quite a lot of Black Ops 2, but I haven't played FIFA at all in a very, very long time. So apologies if I'm a little rusty. That should have been a goal there. Oh, Moreles, good work, lad. Pass. Oh, pass. No, Nanny, that was terrible. The gap was there then for that little cheeky through ball. But yeah, I'm playing 4-3-3 as well, which is a formation I don't normally play, because I feel 4-3-3 has some limitations, especially in its setup here, because it has quite a narrow central three in midfield, so you often get overwhelmed with formations that play slightly wider. But the main thing I don't like about 4-3-3, hang on, let's try and finish this. Oh, did he save that? Or did he just boom that over? No, he did save that, I was going to say. But yeah, the main thing I don't like about 4-3-3 is the positioning of the wingers. They are so far advanced up the pitch. It's fantastic on stuff like the counter-attack because they're already in a position to exploit fullbacks who've been too aggressive. But the flip side of that is, as I just get that shot on target, Nani should have done better there. But the flip side of that is, you are very, very exposed in the defensive third of the pitch because your wingers are so far up the pitch, most of the time they're not going to play any role in the defence at all. So you're pretty much limited to what you can do. And if you like to play with attacking fullbacks as well, which I do like to do, I do like to get my fullbacks forward into the attack. You see yourself in situations quite a lot where you're just getting overwhelmed in the middle of the field because your three central midfielders are pretty narrow. So whenever one of your opponent's wingers gets down the line or whatever, you have to manually run a central midfielder out of position wide to try and cover that because, like I mentioned, your wingers aren't going to get back and help out. But when you do this, you lose your advantage in the middle of the field because obviously you're running your centre mids around the place, and that is potentially a problem. So, good challenge. Good challenge. Pass it. There we go. But this is where 4-3-3 really does come into its own with balls like that. Good touch, Nanny. It's such a good formation for the counter-attack. Ah, Ronaldo. I was expecting you to get that. Because that lob-through ball is on, I'd say, all the time. 99.99% of the time, you're going to have a lob-through ball on just over the back of a full-back. Yeah, and it just... Oh, Nanny's done well there, actually. It just puts your opponent on the back foot. And then when you've got Ronaldo to head it over the bar in the middle of the box, I mean, what else do you need, really? But Portugal are a side that works pretty well with 4-3-3 because they've got so many pacey wingers. Obviously they've got Nani, who's a great player on FIFA, not in real life. They've got this man here, Cristiano Ronaldo, who is arguably the best player in the world, depending on if you're in Messi or Ronaldo's camp. They've got Danny on the other wing, who's not quite as quick, but he's good at dribbling and tricky. And then in the midfield, you've got players like Moutinho, Moreles. All of these guys can pass. They can spray those diagonal through balls or whatever you need to launch that counter-attack. And then at the back, you've got Pepe, a great player, Bruno Alves, nice and solid. And you've got Rui Patricio in goal, another great player. So they're a very, very balanced team. And they work pretty well with 4-3-3. So if you haven't given Portugal a try, or if you haven't given Portugal in this formation a try, I do recommend it, because it's actually quite fun to play with them. Because they have a lot of skillful players as well, so if you like to do your skills, obviously Ronaldo's there, Nani, Danny, all of these guys can do pretty tasty skills. But if you're like me and you just like to pass, they're a team that you can enjoy as well, because they get wide, they put balls in, test the keeper, put it in, go out for a corner. Oh, horrendous goal line scramble there, but they're a team I like to play with now. I've actually put them up into one of my favourite teams. Oh, shank that wide. Because I've gone through a spell of playing a lot of games with the German teams, and I'm a massive fan of teams like Dortmund, Bayern, and the German national team on FIFA. They play so well, and they really do fit into my playstyle nicely. But I've been looking for a little bit of a change. I've been playing with them a lot. I've been wanting to change and try a different team. And Portugal's definitely a team which gets a few people playing with them. But overall, they're pretty underrepresented, I think. And it's a little bit of a shame. I'm a bit fed up of seeing 20, 30, 40 people play as Madrid all the time, and just long ball it up to Ronaldo, and that's their only tactic. And it gets boring. I really do enjoy playing with a mass variety of teams, and I heartily recommend it, because FIFA 13's been out a while now. Most of you guys out there are feeling pretty comfortable with it. You've got the mechanics down, you understand what works and what doesn't, and exploring options and using different teams is a great way to improve as well, because every single team has its own strength. There's not one team. Oh, that was great little bit of skill to back heel out of play there. But there's not one team that plays identically to another team. They all play slightly differently, even if they have a lot of the same personnel. And I mean, great examples of this are national sides. National sides play very differently to the club sides where their players come from. So I play slightly differently with Bayern as I do with the German national team, and the same with Dortmund and whatever. So when you play with these different teams and with different players and different formations, you're forced to do different things to score goals. And everyone will have one or two things they're very, very good at. Whether it's long shots, or they're very, very good at finishing, or they're good at passing or crossing or whatever. But equally, every player will have things that they're weaker at. But by using these different teams and forcing yourself to do something a little bit different to get the goals, it really does help you improve. And this is one of the things that I think has made me as good a player as I am. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way, but the things that have helped me get to my current standard. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. But the things that really have helped me get as good as I am now is by playing these multiple teams and trying different formations out, and practicing and seeing what works for me and what I need to improve, and then trying to improve that. And this is a great thing to improve, because so many players, like I've mentioned, just have that comfort team. They have their Madrid or whatever, or their Spanish national side, and they play with them all the time. And yeah, they're pretty successful with them, but every now and again they'll meet a player who's just better than them, and they don't have the stuff to deal with it, because they're used to just using their one or two tactics to beat those players who are worse than they are. So I do heartily recommend trying different teams out. And it's also good to switch between Ultimate Team and Seasons. I'm a pretty big Ultimate Team player, as most of you guys know, but I've been starting to get into Seasons a little bit more. And look at this, I have just absolutely monstered this guy. How is it only 1-0? But yeah, it is fun to try Seasons out, and I didn't try as much Seasons this year as I did last year, sorry. Got Season stuck in my head. Come on, Cristiano. Oh, he's at the bar. Just one of those days at the moment. You can tell when I haven't played a lot of FIFA, and I think I've said this before, but my finishing really goes downhill. And so does my defending by the looks. Oh, good finish. This is really what I mean about FIFA, I've absolutely destroyed him all half. He has one shot, and it goes in. It's just one of those things. Bit sloppy on the defence. Shouldn't have called my centre-back up there. Left myself open. And I concede, but things like this, and playing different players and playing different teams and playing, switching between seasons and head-to-head is a very, very good way to improve. Oof, Raul Morales left his studs in there on the goalkeeper. Oh, Nani. Pass. Nearly. Right, I think I need 1 point to get promoted here, which currently I'm doing, but you never want to win the league with a draw, do you? So... Oh, Cristiano, nearly, lads, nearly. But while I have a little bit of a lull in the action, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to be planning for my upcoming FIFA videos. Because again, I mentioned this briefly in my Call of Duty video, so apologies if you've watched that and hear it twice. But you know, the vast majority of you guys out there who watch FIFA don't watch my COD stuff, so I'll run through it again. I have several tutorials planned. There's a couple that I'm going to do next, and I think the two ones that I'm going to do next are, you know, microing your defenders, so I'm going to talk very explicitly about what buttons to press when, because I've already done videos on, you know, the tactics and what you're trying to achieve. Now I'm going to do a video very explicitly outlining what buttons I press and when I press them, and give you a few examples to that. So that'll be probably my first one. But the one I'm going to do as well is a analysing a mistakes tutorial, because the best way for you to improve is to understand why you're doing badly. And, you know, I'm not a perfect FIFA player by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, you saw there, I made mistakes to concede, and even though I do manage to score and pull ahead, but you saw there, you know, no one out there is a perfect FIFA player, and the best way to find out what your weaknesses are and improve is to look back over your footage, see how you concede goals, and analyse why. So I'm going to do a tutorial where I just look at how I concede, talk about why and what I would do differently to stop that happening next time. So I think you guys will benefit from both of them. But also, I'm going to do a generic FIFA 13 question video. Now, I get that was a really shoddy play there. Sorry, hang on, I just need to try and win this back. Gomes is a tank on this. No Batatimbi. No Batatimbi. No Batatimbi! Oh, that is so much balls. Oh, God, this game is so frustrating. Now, he holds off Pepe, who's one of the best centre-backs in the game, like he isn't even there. You know, this guy, 2 shots, 2 goals. Keeper's pulled off save after save at the other end. Hit the bar. Oh, God, EA, why do this to me all the time? But, yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to be doing a FIFA 13 tutorial questions video, because I get a lot of people ask me the same questions, and the questions along the lines of, what tactics do you use, what's your favourite formation, what's your favourite team, etc, etc. So if you have any questions along those lines, so not particularly specific questions on, you know, technique or whatever, or what button to press here, but if you have a general question about FIFA that you haven't heard me answer, you know, leave me a comment here and I will get it into the tutorial. And I'm just going to try and find Ronaldo. Oh, it's a great cross. Oh, he's put it over. Oh, I don't believe he's put that over. But yeah, anyway, that's the next 3 FIFA videos I am planning. So if you're interested in them, hopefully you are. Thank God, it's just focusing. Ronaldo! Ah! So close, Cristiano. Unlucky, lad, unlucky. But yeah, that's the plan coming up. If you're interested in any of that, then leave a comment suggesting something you want me to do, or whatever, a question you want to ask me, and I'll be quite happy. Oh, that's so lucky! Oh, this is what I mean. I get so much bad luck on FIFA. That little bobble there, if that was at my end, he would have been through and would have scored, and I get a yellow card here for apparently no reason whatsoever. And EA hates me with a passion. But yes, that's all my FIFA stuff getting planned. I am planning to do more Call of Duty videos as well. You know, COD and FIFA are going to be the 2 core games I upload for the foreseeable future, because, you know, most of you guys would have probably heard me say this at some point, but I am currently planning to get a gaming PC. So I'm saving up money for that. A couple of my mates have bought The Last of Us, and that's got such good reviews. I'm a little bit, I went the wrong way, did the wrong skill. And then Ronaldo's touch lets him down. Oh, poor. Right. But yeah, I might buy The Last of Us, but that's probably going to be the last game I buy until I get my gaming PC. Now, it was my birthday almost a month ago today. I was 21 on the 19th of May, and that was not who I wanted to pass that to. But I've got a bit of birthday money, and I had a bit of money saved up. So what I'm going to try and do in the next, like, probably a month or so, well, a couple of weeks hopefully, so not even that long. But what I'm going to be trying to do is get that gaming PC set up. And the great thing about that is, it's going to enable me to expand my channel so much and do so many more things. And how is that ball not found on a player? Oh dear, boys. But yeah, I'm fairly limited to what I can do at the moment, because, you know, I've got the console obviously, so that enables me to do my 2 main things in FIFA and COD. But my laptop is not great at playing games. In fact, it's not really great at all. So it is a bit of a problem when I wanted to play anything bigger than, say, Terraria or Minecraft. My computer can't really deal with it. So that is Why did you not continue your run there, Danny? Never mind, I got it. That is a bit of a the main reason, really, why. Oh, he's put it wide. That's the main reason why I want to get that in. But the great thing about having that PC is, oh, Nanny, is that it will actually enable me to play so many different games. So as soon as I get that, I've got my Steam library, and what I'm going to be doing is running through that a little bit, because I've been playing a few interesting games, actually, because I've had my laptop at my mate's house, obviously, but not my PS3. Lob him, Cristiano. He's put it wide. He has actually put it wide. You are a klutz. But yeah, I've been playing a bit of Space Pirates and Zombies, which I find a really fun game. There we go. Thank the Lord. And you see, look, he's punching him off the ball there. Ref won't even say anything, but I've been playing Space Pirates and Zombies, playing a lot of Football Manager, you know. So if you guys are interested in seeing some games like that, you know, Space Pirates and Zombies is a game I find really fun. And probably you guys haven't really heard about it that much, so it might be worth uploading a couple of videos on that. But there's so many more options that will become available with my PC. So that's really what I'm looking forward to now. I'm not sure whether I'm going to buy a console or not. Chances are I will probably get the PS4, and that's why you don't charge your keeper out that far. I probably will get the PS4. I've been looking at the console battle so far, and you know, if I've got the money together, it looks like I will get the PS4. Whether I'll get it on release day or whether I'll get it like 6-7 months after it comes out to let the price come down a bit, you know, that's a different question. But I am definitely looking to expand what my channel is doing, because you know, the most successful channels out there, if you look at the Total Biscuits, the Jesse Coxes, you know, the X-Cals, all those big guys who've been around for a long time, it's because they do multi-games. You know, they're not just stuck in this one niche. They expand into the entire gaming market, and that's really what I'm looking to do next. So I hope you guys are interested in that. I'm looking forward to that. But in the end, I managed to win the game fairly comfortably. I think he did only have 2 shots. Yes, he did. He had 2 shots, and they both went in. But fortunately, just look at the location of all my shots there as well. You know, the furthest one out is about 30 yards. There's about 9 shots in the area, and then 5 or 6 on the edge. You know, one of those games, really unlucky. Could have won it 8-0 another day, but never mind. So, guys, really hope you've enjoyed the video. Really hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great